Hey, hey guys, what is up? Zombie Games here, joined with my friend bigkingkill. We are your crypt keepers, and we are the undead pair. Today we are reacting to the, I believe, is the last death battle of the season.
Believe, yeah, they do 16 episodes per season when they start in March, and it's been 16 episodes of Death Battle, besides some DBX. So, yeah, this is the last episode, so we won't be seeing any more Death Battles until March.
And this is the last death battle we react to. And if this works, without the... We're sorry we haven't been uploading consistently. We've been trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing.
Yeah,
YouTube kept,
the Macho...
videos.
Okay, with the whole thing with the Macho Man versus Kool-Aid Man Death Battle, the Dio versus Alucard Death Battle, and the Core versus Storm Death Battle, we tried to get those up, but YouTube wouldn't allow us because we didn't do it correctly. On our end. That was our fault. So hopefully, with the camera enlargement where I set it up, along with the zombie games, hopefully we'll be able to get this out. And
we have figured out, yeah. And videos will get more consistent as we go.
And also, we will be pausing more as we go on because we gotta make it our own video instead of just making
because we read the rules and we gotta have at least, depending on how long the video is, 5 to 10 minutes of our own content of us talking.
It's 23 minutes, so we can kind of talk in between, like, the kind of, like, stuff that they say.
When they say stuff, if we have an interjection, we'll interject. But, yes.
But anyways, though, yeah. Saitama versus Popeye the Sailor Man, people.
Yep.
This is going to be one for the ages.
And don't worry, in the future, videos will get more consistent if it works out and we end up, ever getting a place together, even if it's with other friends.
Yeah, we're trying to get that so that it's more easier to upload.
And then it will be easier for all of us to upload, and yeah.
And hopefully when we do move in together and pour our money together, we can just get Premiere Pro and just use that.
Yeah, because
it'll just be easier.
Because Cash App's a thing, so that's what we'll honestly do. We'll talk more about it after because
yeah, let's talk more about let's get to the video.
Let's get to the video. They probably heard enough of us rambling on about our lives and our bullshit.
Okay,
3, 2, 1,
go.
Saitama, the One-Punch Man. Popeye, the Sailor Man. East versus West. Old versus new. Healthy eating versus basic exercise. These two warriors may seem ridiculous, but their unassuming exteriors belie impossible strength. He's
Anyway,
it's our job to analyze
who do you think's gonna win? Just put your guess out there right now.
Honestly, I think Popeye, based off of what I've heard.
I have a feeling
kind of absurdity
Popeye,
of Popeye.
I don't know.
Life
I'm just guessing.
is pain, brutal and short. The challenges we face during our brief sojourn on this tiny blue marble are what make us human. They light a fire in our soul. They make it all worth it.
That scene was epic.
Without them,
the animations they have for One Punch Man is awesome.
For an existential crisis, but luckily I came
Except
prepared.
season 2, sadly.
For this failed salaryman, all it took to get that fiery passion back was to save this butt-chin child from a crab monster in underwear. That was a sentence.
This man was Saitama, and he was going to be a superhero.
And so he trained, pushing his body beyond its limits and shattering the boundaries of humanity.
So hard, his freaking hair fell out.
Saitama's strength grew exponentially day by day, with the goal of becoming the greatest hero who ever lived.
And much to his
punched away a cloud formation. It's a cloud formation.
It was one punch.
Well, I want to know.
No, what? Like, what is...
Is if Popeye does win, I want to see something.
The infamous Caped Baldy.
But anyway,
Caped Baldy?
One Punch Man.
Do you want to pause?
He can't help but beat almost every opponent.
Pause.
We gotta add content to anyways. But anyways, now hear me out. If Popeye does win, like I'm predicting, what I want to see is All Might in his prime versus Saitama, only because All Might, even not in his prime, it was storming in Kamino. He punched a hole.
I hate to tell you this, man, but Saitama is able to punch away a blast capable of destroying the planet. We haven't seen his full strength. We've seen all.
We technically haven't seen All Might either. We don't know what he did in his prime. They don't talk about it. We've seen him in his weakened state all throughout the whole anime. We don't know for sure. I'm just saying. Because there's no way, if Popeye can beat Saitama, there's no way Saitama could beat Goku. Let's face it now.
Maybe. I don't know. It kind of just depends on how strong Saitama is, though. But we'll see.
Because you have to, even though But yes, because like that's the thing. We'll never see Saitama's full power, and then we'll never see. Well, of course,
not
we'll
really.
see,
the manga is continuing still, so we might.
No, I know. We might see his full power. We've seen Goku's full power, but it keeps shattering the limits.
Well, that's just what Goku does.
That's the only thing I have to complain about. There's only one thing I have to complain about Dragon Ball, and one thing only about Super.
And what's that?
I read some things, and the tournament power is the dumbest shit on planet Earth now.
Why is that?
The anime nerfed my boy, who actually beat Kefla was Gohan. Gohan absolutely shit-stomped her and annihilated him. He got annihilated with her too.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't annihilate her. He was on par with her.
Yeah, they were tied, but they both knocked each other out. And the person who beat Dishbo was actually 17 in the manga, not
Gohan,
Frieza, and Gohan. And well, yeah, I think honestly. We haven't seen his full power yet, but if Popeye can beat Saitama, does that mean Popeye could defeat Goku?
Maybe. It depends, though. Like I said, it just depends on how strong Saitama is. Because, like I said, it depends on how strong they give Saitama. How much strength, how much we have to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's continue this. Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
By the way, I'm not endorsed by Coke.
One friggin' punch! And this is a universe with some pretty whacked out monsters, like a giant who's over 1/4 kilometer tall and can stomp city-sized craters into the earth.
Or an Esper who can effortlessly pull giant meteors from outer space.
Yeah, we
Or
saw that in
Monster
Marvel's
King
Top
who
Shot,
shaved
which
off
I
a
still don't agree
continent
with.
from the Earth's surface and lifted it into the stratosphere.
Wait, fucking excuse
Saitama's
me?
never even broken so much
What?
as a sweat fighting any of them.
During their battle, that same Monster King absorbed this huge chunk of the Earth's core and fired it at Saitama.
Who blocked it by squirt gunning some lava at it. The lava
What?
he was bathing in
What?
naked. And then he punched him. Surprise.
Saitama's created after images
Okay, never mind.
defeated a martial arts master with his butt and survived the
Accidentally.
inhospitable vacuum of space after being kicked all the way to the moon.
Yeah,
and before
accidentally,
jumping
just
back
like
to
how
Earth in
accidentally
about
Naruto
16
beat Kiba by a
seconds.
fart.
That's 8% the
Accidentally.
speed of light.
Kinda like the time he blocked attacks from this alien dude who stated to move
But
near
he was
light
in 10
speed
places
or
at
punch
once.
so fast his fist starts to blue shift. You know, that thing that happens when you approach the speed of light?
Saitama utilizes his absurdly superhuman strength and speed with techniques like his devastating normal punch. And if he wants to amp it up, the
Yes.
consecutive normal punches.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Those are his attack
Yep.
names? What kind of self-respecting anime protagonist is he?
Plain
One
and simple,
punch
he's a
man.
satire form.
It's
Instead of
he's
seeing his
supposed to
journey
be a
from the
gag,
beginning
not
and
like a
enjoying his
gag.
struggle
He's
to
a
the
real
top,
character.
we
But he's
join
supposed to be
him
more of a
when he's
gag
already
character than
there.
actually to be
Basically,
taken
imagine
seriously.
if Goku went Super Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kinda sucks all the drama out of it, doesn't it?
And that's the point.
Oh, yeah.
Far from the power fantasy the genre is known for, Saitama's life became an existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict,
It would be hilarious if
struggle
the fight
had
ended like
heretofore
that.
defined him
Just him just
became
crushing the clock.
meaningless. His new reality was inescapably boring.
Which is really saying something when he can decimate mountains without even hitting them, or shatter
Or even
asteroids
trying.
and break a 9 on the Torino scale. For those
Uh-huh.
not in the Torino, that's equal to 1 trillion tons of TNT. This guy's training must have been
What?
insane.
That would be 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day. And that's it.
You've got to be shitting me.
It doesn't make sense because it's not allowed to make sense. To be fair, though, to someone who isn't already a trained soldier or athlete, keeping that workout routine every day for years is pretty much impossible.
While 100 push-ups and sit-ups are technically doable, especially if you space them out, doing 100 squats and then running half a marathon every single day would absolutely destroy your legs.
Put simply, effective workouts involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro level,
Oh,
and allowing
dude.
them time to repair themselves more durable than before. This repair process requires hydration, consuming protein and carbohydrates, and lots of sleep.
But Saitama's workout schedule doesn't give them time to repair, which means he was basically just ripping himself to shreds over and over and
Oh.
over. After a few days, he shouldn't even have been able to move, but he just kept going.
There might be an explanation.
What?
Take the brilliant scientist Dr. Genus,
Exactly.
whose half-century of research into evolution Saitama erased in well, one punch. According to Genus's hypothesis, Saitama's training broke his limiter.
Basically, every living thing on Earth has a limit to their natural abilities. At some point, no matter how badass they are, they'll plateau. Wait a minute. Have I peaked? I gotta go to the gym!
Well, Saitama trains so hard, he literally
that
defies
is
the
an actual
laws of
thing,
nature
I
and
think,
reality.
He
like
broke his
strength
limit.
breaks
So
the
there's
logic
literally
of his
no
world.
limit to how much
Crushed
strength
the
he's got.
entire field of evolutionary biology in the palm of his hand.
And while he has stated that his strength did eventually stop growing, it's pretty clear he's never gotten close to showing it off in full.
Such as when he fought the godlike alien conqueror Lord Boros, and finally broke out his serious punch.
Well,
Punches.
hold up,
A little harder.
pause. Okay, hold up. That's him only getting kind of serious. We're only seeing him now getting kind of serious.
Yeah, but okay. So at least we know, per stated in the manga, we haven't seen his full strength, but he has peaked at his full strength. So he cannot get any stronger. That's the difference.
Well,
Now
he broke his limiter, meaning he can get more stronger, but maybe he can't get stronger because, well, think about it. He's in a world where he can kill things one punch. That's not really... He's not putting the maximum effort. And plus, we've seen him during the training exercise, is that if he does regular exercises, it does nothing for him. Meaning, intense fights are the only thing that can give him any strength now, but there's no one left to even give him a challenge.
Well, from what I've learned from that, is I think what it's saying is that he's reached his ceiling. The best way to describe it is, the best way to describe it is what we said about Goku in the Tournament of Power. How we said if he keeps fighting in that state and keeps fighting with little to no energy, it will be 1,000 times harder, basically, for him to break his ceiling and reach a higher power because he's just going to get used to fighting with no energy.
But with Saitama, it's different. He basically has to do no effort to fight, though. He just has to throw one punch, even with little effort.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
And basically what they're saying, though, is Saitama can't get any stronger, but he hasn't shown his full strength yet. So we don't know what his full strength is yet, but he just can't get any stronger. He's at his physical capabilities. He broke his limiter, and after that, it was through. He can't get any stronger than he is, because he's already the strongest being.
Yeah. Okay, let's set this back up in 3, 2, 1.
Than normal.
And reflected Boros' collapsing star-roaring cannon. Now you see, that's an attack name. An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over 50 zetatons of TNT. Like a quadrillion of the world's strongest nukes going off at once.
Despite his obvious and overwhelming power, Saitama's accomplishments were never officially recognized. As if no one in their right minds could believe a psych ward Charlie Brown could save the world.
Well, he doesn't seem to mind. Almost as if being removed from anything resembling conflict gave him a perspective on how tropey and contrived his world is. Only Saitama's the only one in on the joke, because who cares about how far up their own ass a supervillain is when you can just chill at home with your buds and play video games?
Maybe that was the real lesson all along. Not to value our lives based on our accomplishments, but on the time we spend living and enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think of anything more pleasurable than punching so hard my name becomes a byword.
Oh yeah,
literally unbeatable. The dude is the undisputed king of broken anime characters, because until Saitama finds his equal, he's gonna end all his fights in
one punch. Let's see what Popeye's got.
Sailor man,
And what can Popeye do?
Adventurer, sailor, man.
Oh, two against one, huh?
Yeah. Popeye's cool.
How do you like that?
Man, he sounds like he smokes a pack of Marlboro Factories every day. And if you ever wanted to know what angry cat sex sounds like,
What the?
he can sing.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
How exactly do you know? Never mind. Popeye's origins are humble. Born to the cruelly named Poop Deck Pappy, Popeye was immediately upon birth horrifically
Sorry,
ugly.
but that's just
so
stupid.
ugly his father fled in
What
embarrassment
if
of his
Popeye
spawn and never returned.
There's something
So
before our
Popeye grew
time.
up with a chip on his shoulder and a pop in his eye, especially after discovering
Santa
his
Monica,
higher
California.
calling, beating the snot out of people.
Don't worry, Popeye's fists are righteous, only spilling the snot
And
of
more
those who deserve
well,
it.
he likes
Inspired by
spinach,
his
I guess.
adopted father, Whaler Joe,
in the
Popeye set out to
Navy.
put his combat
I
prowess
didn't
to
know
the
he was in
test
the
and
Navy.
joined the Navy, becoming a true
Oh.
sailor man.
It was there he learned the
I didn't
sweet
know
science
that.
of boxing
Well,
and to battle
yeah,
against
I guess he is a true sailor man,
killer
then.
racial stereotypes. I'm being non-specific.
I thought they just call him that
gender
because he
sensitivity,
just
but because
was
there
on
are
a boat
so
traveling on
many
the
people.
Because like to go-
Originating in the era of rubber hose animation, Popeye's body is
Dang, that's
essentially
all I
made of,
thought. No,
well,
I didn't think.
rubber
Wait, what
capable
the
of
fuck?
stretch,
What the
squish,
fuck was
squash,
that?
any way you like.
Buzz! Oh my god! Did you... Go back 5 seconds. Did you just... Okay, do you see... Okay, that cannonball just bounced off his body. Okay. Okay. Okay, just play it in 3...
55 then.
Go to A54.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
3,
there.
2, 1, go.
Made of, well,
He
rubber.
just bounced
Able to
off his
stretch,
freaking
squish,
body.
squish,
Yeah.
Squash any way he likes.
Or rev up his arm for a punch that'll knock you around the planet.
Popeye's punches
What?
are fascinating, since they can disincorporate their targets into composite elements, like turning anchors into fish hooks, an alligator into handbags, and several Native Americans. You know, I don't even want to know.
I think the reason's pretty
Into
simple.
tobacco?
Liz. He's a cartoon. He can basically do whatever he wants. He can shoot
I'm gonna
fire
assume
from
that's
his
the joke.
corncob pipe, pull a
Right.
canyon closed, punch bolts of lightning out of the air, and
What?
even give the sun a black eye.
Judging
Well,
by the distance
technically
the sun
that
is
wasn't
from
him
the
giving
Earth,
him the
as
black
well as
eye.
the
That
time it
was
took for
technically
a
the-
striker puck
the
to reach
dumbbell
it. The puck
thing.
must have been moving at 500 times the speed
That
of
technically
light.
doesn't count.
In order to generate that force, Popeye must have swung his fist just as fast.
Although,
Hell,
to
he
do
did the
that
shadow box so
is-
fast,
yeah.
he somehow occupied 2 places at once and hit himself.
So,
What?
was he just
Saitama
born
can
this
easily do
way?
that too,
Is
you
being
know.
ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit superpowers out of your ass? Because if so, you might want to
What?
get on that, buddy.
Ha ha, no. The secret to Popeye's immense physical strength is simply the virtue of nutrition.
Ah, I knew you'd find a way to make it lame.
Specifically, Popeye has spent his life consuming a miracle herb that has turned him from a mere sailor into a veritable god. Spinach.
Propaganda straight from the bean counters at Big Vegetable. You'll never get me to eat my grains, damn you! It's only
Spinach is
animal
actually
flesh
pretty
and
good,
grain
though. It's not the
alcohol
worst.
for me.
Yeah.
Originating
I
in
don't mind it.
Persia, Spinacchia oleracea is a leafy green nutrient and antioxidant-rich vegetable that can help prevent cancer and reduce blood pressure.
And apparently imbue your biceps with the power of God and anime.
While a normal can of spinach contains about 44 calories, when used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it immediately increase Popeye's already impressive strength and speed even further,
Hey,
it makes him
he's a
virtually
one-man
impervious to
baseball team.
harm.
Okay.
It lets him fly, turn invisible, shapeshift his body into literally anything, and even survive the universe getting turned off. That's right, this big whatever the hell that thing is apparently God, and he turned off reality in order to kill Popeye and his friends. Cause why not? Except guess what? Popeye was fine. Why? Because he eats his spinach.
I wonder what its nutritional content is like. Well, let's find out with math.
No!
A single can of spinach in Popeye's world was once able to grow a beanstalk so tall it reached into outer space, all the way to a nearby solar system, and shattered this stylized yellow star.
What?
By measuring the volume of this spinach stalk and
Okay.
including the caloric density of regular spinach, we can calculate
Who knew
one single can of
Popeye was this
Popeye's spinach
overpowered?
contains over 46 undecillion
Wow.
calories.
They didn't even hold
That's
down
over
enough.
700 octillion times greater than the total calories the average person will consume over their entire life.
That's over 46 million Yoda tons of TNT. Enough to destroy, well, a star. Or enough to punch your
A
annoying
star.
neighbor so
Okay,
hard
so
that when they
they're,
land,
in other
they
words, they're
By measuring
equally
the angle of
matched.
the planet after tilting, we can determine its axis was adjusted by about 13 degrees in less than a
He's
second.
gay.
That's
Ooh.
a speed of about 1.8 million
So
meters
apparently,
per second.
I
Saitama
wonder,
and
is that enough
uh,
to power a rocket ship so fast it travels backwards?
But
in
I
time?
think
Yeah,
Popeye's
'cause that
survivability
happened.
is a lot
I
more
only know
better
one
than
type of
Saitama's, I
herb
think.
that'll take you through time. Whatever kind of spinach
Oh,
it is.
herb, huh?
Sure ain't
I know
normal.
about
Not
that.
true.
He survived
Popeye
God
doesn't
turning
consume
off
some
his
special
universe,
magical
basically. What the
spinach.
fuck is
Any
that?
kind will do.
Yeah, but-
even if it's handed to him by the audience in the real world watching his cartoon.
Well,
He
Death
can
Battle ain't
summon
gonna do
demons
that.
to
What?
his side by
Death Battle
fighting
ain't gonna
with
do
them,
that, though.
praying to
That's not how
God,
Death Battle
bending
works.
them into reality, or just waving his hand. The dude has
What?
literally been disintegrated into nothingness. Then his nothingness grabbed a spinach can out of nowhere and ate it. Nothing ate it. His nothing and then he came back with his. I don't know.
Wait,
He can even
what?
punch so hard he tears the film strip he's being
Wait, did they
animated
just
on,
say
or
that he just-
exit his cartoon to
What?
beat the shit out of his own anime?
You see, I told
Yeah,
you.
he-
Basically found two different versions of God and whooped their asses.
Beat the shit out of the anime.
He's a
No, that's great.
Jabroski, considering
Oh, wait, that's
he's
the movie.
basically a spinach-eating Lovecraftian nightmare.
I've
Oh,
seen
the
it.
live action.
Always
Robin
down for a
Williams.
Wasn't that with
So if you decide to
Robin
antagonize
Williams?
him, Be
Yeah.
aware you're messing with one of
Yeah, Robin
cartoon's
Williams with
all-time
Popeye.
heavyweight champions. And for your own sake,
I saw that
eat your
once.
f***ing vegetables.
Mom showed me.
All right, the combatants
pause.
are set.
I'm still gonna honestly bet on Popeye just based off of what I just heard, dude. Like, I
What if-
like Saitama, but based
Yeah,
off what
what
I
the
just
frick did I
fucking
just-
heard, Popeye's gonna win this.
Well, I
What?
just pause on. What the frick is that face? The first side of his face. I just
No,
pause at 1333.
I have no idea. Go to
That face. I'm
1434.
staring at him.
Go to 1434. That's the end of the ad, in the beginning of the fight. I am really interested to see where this fight's gonna
Just
this
think
fight's
Popeye's
gonna
winning.
evolve into. So, to be honest, but I do think Popeye's gonna win. But, however, though, Saitama is able to, although, ooh, actually, I just realized something. They're both capable of destroying stars, but Saitama wasn't even trying, though, if you think about it. So we haven't even seen his full strength, though. His survivability and durability will be a lot more higher, technically speaking. Well, not technically speaking. Popeye's durability when he eats his spinach is definitely through the roof and absurd. Saitama would need a punch capable of
But-
literally destroying his soul.
Popeye, think about this. Yeah, probably because
He was literally
Popeye,
reduced to nothing.
survive.
He was literally
being-
reduced to nothing, and he just
Just
ate his
reduced-
spinach. That's it.
And
He
survived.
just ate his fucking spinach,
And he
it
was able to survive when his whole universe went dark.
Yeah, his entire universe
That's
was
like-
just boop, and then he was just like, I ate some
Imagine the
spinach. So yeah,
It's imagine the sun exploding and you somehow still surviving even though the sun exploded.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
you're at 1434.
Well, we don't know in Popeye's reality how big the universe is. Yeah. But hold on. We're gonna pause it. As we know, to this date, no matter, we don't know for sure, but the universe is never ending. We don't know about Popeye's instance, but to survive the whole universe getting shut off, and as far as we know now, at least in real world terms, the universe is quote unquote infinite. I don't know about in Popeye's universe, but you get the point.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start this battle.
You ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
You there? You ready? Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait, are you going?
Scrap's always so expensive. No thanks.
Oh, come
No
on.
one bad-mouthing me, spinach. Put 'em up, yes, big palooka.
I like the voice. I like the voices. They match pretty well.
What did it do with
Popeye's funny though.
Sounds about right.
Saitama's just taking it.
That is what Saitama honestly just does.
Yeah, but Saitama's just taking it.
Well, blow me down.
I just
You
think he
hate
just shut the.
scratch
Oh,
onions.
I
okay.
know, right?
Well,
thing.
Overwhelming
Popeye is from a
strength
cartoon
so
that can do that shit.
Boring.
Oh! Oh!
I can't read that.
Oh!
Alright.
Damn, dude, that's brutal. It's not over,
Uh-huh.
but damn, dude. Okay, so without his spinach, he stands no chance. Basically.
Gotta pause it for a second.
What?
It's loading because the freaking. I had to change the resolution because the resolution was pixelated as shit.
Oh.
For a second.
Go to
There.
1555.
I'm ready.
Go to 1555.
15.
What?
Okay. Hold on. I'm getting there. I'm in 1555.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
A little bit more interesting now.
Well, oh, I'm loving the music.
Okay.
It's very One Punch Man like. Ooh, man.
Okay. I don't think Popeye's down yet.
Yeah. Whoa, what the fuck? We're in 16. We're in 8th pit now? What? What?
You sure is one crazy gazookas.
I think
I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun. Who the hell are you?
Yep, I am what
I mean,
I
that's a
am,
positive. I
and
think
that's
it's
all
possible.
what I am.
1, go.
Now in 16-bit.
How am I gonna get back home?
It was 16-bit for a second. Okay.
Oh, what the hell?
I bet that's enough to stop Popeye. He survived his own universe getting destroyed.
They with the 3D? What the fuck?
Okay, this is so cool.
Okay, but what the fuck is Popeye right
Yeah,
now?
this fight. I didn't know Popeye was this overpowered.
Oh my god, dude, this is insane! Holy shit!
Come on, Popeye! I'm so crazy, Popeye.
Oh!
Amazing! This
Wait,
is
what?
amazing! How did you get so strong?
It's me, Spinach.
We're back to the drawing board?
Huh?
What's going on?
Can this be? My heart's beating so fast. My muscles ache. I can feel them again.
That's all I can
You just
stand,
bounced
'cause
off the
I
sun?
can't stand no more.
I never thought it would happen. A serious fight. I found it!
Whoa, here we go!
Thank you, weird spinach mascot.
Oh! Okay, but what happened to him now? Did he like blow up?
He destroyed him
Wait, what?
at the animation level.
Wait. Why is there... What? I'm confused at that. Wait, he turned him into eggs?
Took a big gamble, but now
Oh my god!
He's singing.
Dude, pause, dude, clap that up. Holy shit. I'm giving that a clap. That was insane, dude. Holy shit.
That must took a lot of anime and kept changing the styles.
They kept changing the styles to drawn to 8-bit 3D. Like, what?
So what you're saying is Popeye is so strong, he brings Saitama back to the drawing board and basically and changed his existence to an egg.
To a bunch of eggs. But wait a minute. If he's technically eggs, that's just... Isn't he technically alive still? Because couldn't he just break out of the egg?
No, he's an egg. But think about it. What's an egg? An uncooked chicken. So no matter what,
I
he
guess
can
that's
break
true.
out of the egg.
Yeah.
He's not in the egg. He is the egg. So basically, to sum it up before they sum it up, what I can say, in my own theory, is what he did is he destroyed him, punished him so hard that it took him back to the drawing board, and changed his whole molecular structure to that of an egg, So he was still conscious and aware, but he turned into an egg. So all Popeye has to do is literally crush him and he wins, kills him completely.
That's true.
He's game over. It's already that point. True. He can't win anymore.
But damn,
so
dude,
he has the ability to change the fabric of reality.
Dude, that fight was so good. Like, Jesus Christ, that fight was so good. And I really love the moment that they did for Saitama. Because you know how Saitama's in the anime. He's looking for a challenge. I honestly think that's a touching moment. And I think that Saitama wouldn't honestly be upset about that loss, to be honest. Not one bit. It was a fair fight all the way around. It was a fair fight. Okay, let's see what they have to say about, like, why Popeye had the right to win. So, 3, 2, 1... Go.
Yes, you could say that fight was over easy. Wait, except isn't Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose?
It is, but it's more nuanced than that. Despite breaking his limiter, Saitama's strength isn't limitless. He said so himself.
Breaking his limiter meant his potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world powerful enough to push him to get stronger. Like a bodybuilder stuck with 5-pound dumbbells.
He also doesn't possess some magical ability to kill someone in one punch regardless
That is
of
true.
effort. Powerful
and Goro, and his battle against Boros, he had to do it a couple times in order to kill him.
And he's never met anyone quite like Popeye the Sailor Man.
According to the mangaka, One Punch Man's gag is that Saitama is an anime protagonist at the end of his series, slapped in at the beginning of his series,
gag.
where he's too strong to have a challenge.
So
that's like his gag.
Saitama's strength does have a limit. What is it?
We know he can deflect Boros' planet-destroying blast, but he was clearly super casual about it.
Yeah, anime characters like Ariel from Dragon Ball.
He's only now getting
actually was inputted from Dragon Ball because
in order to get as generous a number
she's
as
OP
possible,
as fucking beat technically beat
Saitama was exerting the least amount of effort he could to throw that punch. Since he's still technically a human, we can assume the ratio between the least amount of effort possible and the most is relatively consistent with other humans. Let's just say he burned the equivalent of only 1 calorie relative to the strongest punch ever recorded, which was over 1,000 joules. For reference, the average person burns about 1 calorie a minute doing absolutely nothing. So this is assuming Saitama is literally as casual as physically possible.
That'd make his strongest punch about 200 times greater than his weakest. Using Boros' energy blast as a base,
wait, what?
Saitama's theoretical strongest punch would be over 11
Wait,
pause.
I just want to point something out here, people. There's a freaking note at the top right there. It says, please note that by design it is impossible to determine the exact upper limits of Saitama's strength. That is not the primary purpose of this particular calculation. It should be. It honestly should be. If he's able to do that with just using 1 calorie, imagine what he's doing, like actually putting in all of his effort into 1 punch. If this is what we can determine based off of what we know so far in the series, that this is what we know his weakest punch to be, being 11 Yoda tons of TNT, what's his fucking strongest punch? Wouldn't that be basically enough to wipe out a universe? That would be more than enough, I feel like, to wipe out Popeye.
Survived the universe getting eradicated.
I know, but can Popeye able to survive multiple of those consistently in the form of punches? Is what I'm wondering.
We don't know, but I'm not upset with the turnout.
Actually, I'm not upset because because of the fact that actually, let's continue. Let's see what they have to say though. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Of TNT. That's absolutely insane. Enough to annihilate Uranus 4 times over.
Well, that's impressive, but that's still far less than Popeye's star-busting power, which was millions of times greater.
What?
Sure, this is only an estimate. We don't know Saitama's full strength exactly. But the point is, whatever it may be, it can be measured.
That's right, but trying to compare them with just numbers isn't the whole story.
While Saitama can break his world fairly easily, it's still a semi-realistic world that generally obeys the laws of physics.
Popeye in his world, on the other hand, can't really be measured at all. The dude's occupied 2 places at the same time, ripped the film strip he's animated on, and knocked out...
What?
Read the top. Despite breaking his limit and achieving unimaginable power, Saitama still suffers from extreme human weaknesses that Popeye does not. For example, unlike Popeye, Saitama could not survive deep space for an indefinite period as he requires oxygen.
But he wasn't.
That's why he
wasn't scared. But he wasn't scared about it though. So I feel like
Yeah, he was
Saitama
not
can
scared
survive
about
in
it, but he
space
still
for...
can't.
I feel like Saitama can survive in space for long periods of time, because I feel like breaking his limiter means he can be able to suck in a lot of air to be able to definitely survive for long periods of time, but he will need to breathe eventually.
But not indefinitely.
Yeah, not indefinitely.
He
I
still
will
has
say
human
that
weaknesses.
much. I will say that much, but... And
So
yes,
what it's
he would
basically
still basically
saying-
also need to eat and rest and all that.
To sum up what they're saying is Saitama might be strong as ever-living fuck, but he's like Goku. He still has human weaknesses.
While Popeye over here is literally able to break his world and literally tear the film strip he's on and literally hit the creator that created him.
Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is if Saitama got a heart condition, all that strength ain't gonna save him from getting a heart condition and dying.
And while Popeye could just eat spinach and he'd be fine.
Or getting shot in the head in his sleep. If he got caught in armed robbery when he
you do realize that actual
out of his house.
You do realize the actual bullets actually did hit him before and they just bounced off him.
Yeah, well, bullets, but like he could get stabbed. Almost anything a human is pervious to, he could die from. So diseases, shit like that is what it's saying. So he can't like infinitely breathe underwater. He might be able to do it for a longer period of time, but he can't do it indefinitely because he'll need air eventually. Same with space. Let's continue though.
Okay, yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
That's the guy drawing him. Can't do math to figure that out.
Yeah, see?
Popeye's just on a whole other level of bullshit.
Even if Saitama
That's
was
true.
strong enough to kill Popeye in one punch,
See?
Popeye has survived being fully disintegrated, only to recover good as new. Hell, God turned off all of reality and Popeye just ignored it.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping Popeye from just turning Saitama into a bunch of eggs, which he can do without spinach. So even if Popeye was weaker, he'd still have a way to finish the job in one punch.
Saitama
cool.
was easily one of the strongest combatants.
Saitam's never really shown
but
any sort of
pure
resistance
strength
to
was
that
no
in the
match
past,
for
really.
Popeye's insane
Or said any
power,
sort of resistance,
survivability,
if he had any
plain old
resistance to
cartoon
that.
shenanigans.
If you thought nothing could match the One Punch Man, now you know Popeye's Spinach Can.
The winner is Popeye.
I'm not mad. I'm just surprised.
And that's a wrap for our anniversary season. Thank you so much for watching and supporting us for over a decade. Here's to another as Death Battle will return.
Okay, let's
in
see what we got here. Tanjiro!
That showed Tanjiro.
Wait, did that just show Boba Fett and Wanda? Okay, so what I could see was Boba Fett, Tanjiro, and Wanda are going to be in next season's Death Battle. I couldn't really recognize who else was in it.
Oh. Okay.
This season was absolutely insane, I gotta say. There were a few hiccups along the way, though. Shao Kahn versus Akuma. But, other than that, though, I feel like the season was absolutely incredible.
And Macho Man versus,
Well, that wasn't
Well,
really
they
more
made
of
no
a
fucking
hiccup.
sense.
Well, that wasn't really a hiccup. It was more of a what the fuck. And it's not like we're dissing on the battle. It was relatively alright. Like, it wasn't, like, utterly, like, hell. It wasn't hell to watch.
it was more funny than it was serious.
Yeah, it was just more funny since it was...
comical. I found it kind of funny.
Yeah, it was definitely funny. It wasn't, like, terrible by any means necessary. It was pretty good. It was just more comical than most Death
Entertainment
battles.
value was great.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just something I wouldn't watch over and over again.
Yeah, me too. What was your favorite Death Battle this season?
Okay, so for the... That's hard, because
there was a lot of great ones this season. I'm going to say out of the ones that we reacted to, not the ones from 2021. Or, like, yes, because some of these did come out in 2021, but I meant, like, the ones from, like, before DBX. So, Iron Man versus Batman Onward.
No, that was probably my favorite.
That one? I gotta
That
say,
was
the
so
Madara versus Aizen Death Battle is definitely my fave. I absolutely loved it
It's
across
good.
the board. The music, the setting, the characters, I absolutely love them.
It was so cool.
And I also love Madara.
okay.
He's one of my favorite anime villains.
Now that we know that this season of Death Battle has ended, what do you want to see next season? Like, just give not really predictions, but who would you like to see personally?
Okay,
in a
well,
full Death
we
Battle?
do know
Even if
three.
they DBX.
We do know the three of them are
We
going to
know
be in Death
three.
Battle, which is going to be Tanjiro, Wanda, and I think Boba Fett. Like I said, I think I saw a silhouette, but I'm not sure. But
No,
the
I
two
know
I
it
do
was
know
Boba
of
Fett because
is...
I swear in the background I saw the silhouette of the ship slave one.
Okay, so for Tanjiro, I would really love for him to fight Zabuza, Momochi from Naruto. The only reason why
No,
is
I
just
know.
because of the
Not
fact
who you
that...
want them to fight. Who do you want to see else too? Like we can predict who you want them to fight, but who else do you want to see in there? Like 2 people.
I would like to see Wanda against
But
maybe
first-
a sorcerer from DC, or from a sorcerer in general. Like someone that's like realm-shattering. And for Boba Fett, I would like to see a rematch against Samus, since I kind of feel like he's been upgraded since his fight with Samus.
But Boba Fett is a bounty.
Ooh, what I would also love to see is a Master Chief versus Doom guy 2. I would love to see a rematch of that.
But wait, if we're okay, there's some new light on that though with Master Chief and Doom guy.
What's that?
Is not gonna lie. After playing more of some of Halo Infinite, I've realized something.
What's that?
Master Chief is strong as fuck, but there's one thing that they're probably
Okay.
never gonna add to the death battle.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't remember. I haven't seen that one in ages. Did they give him Cortana or not Cortana?
I don't know. I haven't...
Because
I know that Cortana went rogue at 5
no, in 5,
something?
but she's good. She's good again. But anyways, the only reason I'm questioning that is because if they don't give him Katana, that is technically nerfing him. Because Cortana.
Well, not
is
really,
one of the
because
reasons
as in
he's
Doom
strong.
Eternal, he has his own AI that's able to block against viruses as well. It was able to block against demon viruses, so there's no way that Cortana would be able to even hack into Doom Guy's systems, even if she tried.
It's not just hacking. She can do a lot of stuff. I forgot that. But anyways, okay. Now I'm trying to think.
But
of
I feel like the weaponry
bounty.
and actually, we should probably end the video and not talk about this. This video's gone long enough.
Mhm.
Let's talk about the actual
Yeah.
battle itself. The battle itself is absolutely amazing. Death battle, I absolutely loved it across the board. I agree with the outcome, even though I do believe
And-
Saitama was significantly downplayed during this. I feel like they should have waited until we knew Saitama's full strength in order to
So I
include
should
him into a
revisit
death
this
battle.
eventually.
They should revisit Saitama in a death battle eventually, not versus Popeye, because they were right. Even if Saitama was a lot more stronger than Popeye, he could easily just transform Saitama into eggs. So, without spinach, so...
Even
yeah.
without spinach. So
But
there's
I would
that
love to see
logic,
maybe
but yeah.
like a full like Saitama versus Superman or a Saitama versus Goku. That's what I would like to see. Maybe in the future when we know what Saitama's full strength is, which we won't be able to know for a while. But anyways, though, what are your thoughts on this death battle?
I thought it was great. That was a good way to end the death battle season.
Yeah,
I will soon try to say soon. I might be able to get it done this week, but if not, it'll have to be next week because Tuesday I'm busy all day and I'm gonna be recovering.
Oh yeah, you have your surgery, huh?
Yeah, I have a surgery Tuesday. That's a whole different story. It's nothing serious. Don't worry, guys. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm also keeping track on that. He's okay. Okay, but anyways, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, give it a like and subscribe. And as always, make sure to come back for another tale, guys. See ya.